What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Caleb, the Heikin Ashi investor. In this video, I'm going to give you an update on day number 2 and 3 of my prop firm funded trader journey. So, if you've been following along in the series so far, we had a really nice day one. My profit target is $1,000 for the challenge. I was up about 60 bucks. And then made the boneheaded mental mistake of leaving an order in the system that got triggered while I was away and ran quickly to the trailing drawdown of $500. And so I got booted out of the system, failed the challenge. So anyways, I jumped back in and we are back in action. So this day, or these 2 days, not exactly the greatest report, but my effort in this series is to be as transparent as possible and share with you guys everything that's going on. So a couple of mental mistakes going against my strategy of what I set out to do on this challenge. First off, over here on the left, so at the end of the day, I did catch a move to the downside right over here. It was only a $10 move. I had a couple of contracts on the micro Russell, and I ended up getting stopped out and just kind of closing out with a little bit of profit as the day was ending, because you have to be flat at the end of the day. But you can see there with the Heikin Ashi where I entered on the down candle and then rode that down. So one of the things I did that went away from my strategy was I switched down to the 5-minute time frame. So shorter time frame. I don't know if it was because I was getting impatient or I just wanted to see more action or what it was, but I decided that in the midst of this challenge where I had set out to use the 15-minute time frame, that I was going to experiment with the 5-minute. So anyway, you can go ahead and kind of see what I did here. I decided to take a short trade right here. I did that against the Heikin Ashi candle. That was more of a fading the retest of the low of day, which is this pink dashed line. So that didn't work out for me. Lost $11, and then I also lost 20 on that trade. So 31 total dollars there between the contracts. Next up, had a $25 profitable trade. So as this thing went up above, I went ahead and flipped to the long side. Zoom out here. So I flipped through the long side, sat through a little bit of drawdown, and then this thing climbed back up. I already had this zone actually drawn out here, and this thing came up in here and hit that zone, and then as it started pulling back, I was moving my stop up and up and got stopped out for $25 profit. All in all, I was up $4 between the two, had taken 1, 2, 3 trades. Probably should have gone ahead and sat it out there, maybe got into a little bit of over trading. But you can see here we had a couple of bigger losses. I watched this price come back down, came back up to this area with these down candles, and then the breakout above. I got caught in a false breakout here with these down candles. I was trying to play off the top of this doji-like candle, and just ended up, I'll be damned, pulling a rookie mistake, buying at the top, quickly reversed on me, got stopped out. I went in with size on that one, and so I got stopped out for quite a bit. And then down here, kind of similar, I went ahead and flipped the script really quickly to try to go short because we were moving down with some short momentum. Things were looking good at first. I was in profit a little bit, maybe up $10 or $15. That came back and ended up stopping me out for a loss of 9. And as you can see, in the aftermath, we just started kind of chopping around in this range here, and it ate me up. So moving on over a little bit more, what we had here was, this is the 3:30 in the morning open of the market, which I am asleep for because I'm in Hawaii, so that's when the New York session opens over here around 2, 3 a.m. Had a nice big move to the downside. As it rallied back up here, I took a trade to try to take the reversal for the day. I had a VWAP on the chart, which isn't on there right now, and I was thinking that since we were so far extended from it, we would get a mean reversion, and that didn't work out. yesterday was a day of selling. And so got knocked out there for $18 loss. And then caught a good trade on a trend. And this is the type of thing that is just so frustrating about trading. And I'm sure you've experienced it too. But I had the direction right. I thought this thing was going down to the 1850 target, which I have down here at the bottom of the screen. And I went ahead and I went short on it. And as it was moving downward, I had a trailing stop on. And I wasn't really paying too close of attention how close that trailing stop was. And this thing came up here, and with this one up candle, barely ticked out my trail stop and took me out of the position. And I was so frustrated at that point in time with everything that had already happened. I didn't want to just jump right back in immediately. And so I just said, forget about it. And wouldn't you know, that $6 profitable trade that I had could have easily have been over $50 because this thing just kept pouring down and down and down. And if I would have sat through this pullback here with all these dojis with some runners, I could have gotten even more out of it as this came all the way down to 1852. So my macro view was right a couple days ago. I thought we were going to move down to 1900. We did. Thought we were going to move down to 1850. We did come very close. And I'm just not capitalizing on those right now. So a bit frustrating to say the least, but tomorrow is a new day, so I'm pretty sure I ended that day about $120, $120, $130 maybe down, under the 10,000 mark. And then we're back into today's action. Had a nice winning trade earlier today, which I'll post about tomorrow. Put me back up above the 9,000 mark, about a $50 profit there. So I think I'm only about $90 in the hole right now. And I have $500 of wiggle room there. So learn from my mistakes, move on, and hopefully improve and work our way closer to the $1,000 profit goal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.